The second Jayco fifth wheel on this list is an absolute beauty. You want to talk about a unique floor plan, a unique layout? This one definitely hits that mark. You have this beautiful island right here in the center, perfect for entertainment space, very unique kitchen, solid surface countertops, plenty of sleeping, and the ability to sleep four. Folks, this is the 2021 Jayco Eagle 319 MLOK, and this floor plan is definitely more than okay. I absolutely love it. The big opposing slides here in this whole living area really help to open this space up. And something that really, again, makes this one unique is this right here. And so I just want to address it real quick because a lot of times when we're talking about a rear living floor plan, the reason a lot of people get rear living is because they want that huge countertop in the back, right? You want a ton of countertop space. Now, this one doesn't necessarily have that, but what it does have is this. And this gives you a ton of prep space still, right? You know what? That's usually what you want the countertop for, but it's nice countertop height. It's nice and high, and it's perfect for entertaining. You have bar stools. And the thing about this is for me, well, yes, I might, sit at the dinette and have a meal. This right here is probably where I'd have the majority of my meals. Maybe on the other side if I'm watching TV, but I love this right here. And for entertaining, when I'm at home, the majority of the time if we're in the kitchen, my wife and friends and everyone else is standing around the island, and everyone's talking and having a good time, and this allows exactly that. And with all the other seating in here, you can really have again, in great entertainment space, which is what I love about this one. It still gives you the benefits of that rear living with this big island, the rear kitchen with the big island, but it also gives you that entertainment space that a lot of times a rear kitchen is lacking. It's also very unique in the fact they went with the wood rather than solid surface, and I think it was a good choice. I think it's a little bit softer, right? A little bit warmer than if they would have used the solid surface throughout here. Now, right there on the camp side is the TV. So if you do want to watch TV, again, you have theater seating directly across. You have this sofa that is midship. So you have great viewing angles to that. But as I mentioned, if you just want to talk, you can sit here on the sofa. You can talk to who's ever in the theater seating at the dinette, standing around the kitchen island there. And this also folds out into a bed. So I mentioned this one can sleep four, and this is where you get that extra sleeping space. You fold that out, you can have two lovebirds cuddle up right here, maybe after a night of hanging out and having a good time. Of course, storage right above that as well with the glass. I think glass was a good choice, helps break up the wood look a little bit that we see in RVs that a lot of times can just be overpowering, right? So I like that they did help break that up. Coming around the corner, I do want to show you this system. Didn't really get a good chance to show you in the last one. But if we take a look here, this is a great system, right? It turns this into what they call a smart RV because everything is right here in the panel. I mean, you have climate control. You can control all your lights. We click on here, you can see all of your tank monitoring panels, your water heater, if you want it to run off electric, gas, or both, your water pump, your auto level right there, right? So hit a button, level everything out, climate control right there. You'll also see, as I said, your lights and the tire pressure monitoring system, which is absolutely awesome, plus your electronics and your battery on here too. So, if you want to monitor solar or, again, if you want to monitor your tire pressures, that panel lets you do all of it, which is fantastic, and it's all built right into that central panel. Now, in auxiliary to that, right, what you'll have is these kind of spread throughout for all of your lights, and you will see those kind of, again, throughout, and they will be tailored to whatever is in that space. So for example, you'll see here a ceiling, pendant, dinette, and then some other options. And again, on the other wall will be separate, and of course in the bedroom a little bit different yet. But back to the campside slide here, I do want to show you that underneath this TV, you will see that you have your multimedia center there as well as the fireplace. That fireplace, of course, not just looking great, but also kicking out a decent amount of heat, helping to take the chill off in this space. If you are entertaining, man, oh man, I'm telling you, that right there is wonderful. It'll be a great look. Coming right over here, I'll open this up. You'll see they are adjustable shelves. So that's fantastic, because whatever space you want in there, you can adjust to that. If you want to remove a shelf, obviously it's super simple. You also have a motion sensor light in there. And then once again, they went with the glass. And I think it was smart to have this tinted. So that way, you're not seeing what's in there. Nice big microwave storage, 3-burner recessed cooktop with the glass cover for prep space right there. You will also see the oven and storage underneath, which I love, plus plenty of drawers. Now you see that was slow close, and look at this, folks. slow close drawers all the way throughout. They did a wonderful job in here. It's one of those things we're starting to look at some nicer amenities, especially at this price point. I mean, folks, this one is starting under $60,000, right? 12 bucks a day is what you can pick this one up for, and you're getting all these beautiful amenities like the lighting, like the whisper quiet AC, so you don't have to yell over each other. I mean, I'm a loud guy. My wife tells me I yell all the time, so she's constantly shushing me, but the fact we don't have to in an RV like this, or if you're watching TV, it's nice and quiet, is a huge feature. And again, slow close. You have solid surface. You get this beautiful kitchen island in here. Big tanks, I might add as well, folks. If you're looking to do some boondocking, this one has a 75-gallon fresh tank as well as a 87-gallon gray tank. That's absolutely phenomenal. Now, if you are boondocking and you have a residential fridge, remember you'll want a generator to be able to run that, but you definitely have the tanks to do so. And even if you're not boondocking, that 87-gallon gray tank is fantastic if you don't have sewer hookup at your campsite. Now, right here in the back is your your sink top as well as some additional countertop space. You kind of have this right, what do you call it? Bi-level, I guess, right? Kind of a two-tier system there, so that's kind of cool. High-rise faucet, undermount sink. You have your drinking faucet for drinking water, something that Jayco does, which again is a pretty neat system. The lights are on a dimmer, so right here, if you want to dim those down, you can, right? Especially if you have guests, it's nice to have some dim lights, so that way there is a little bit of lighting if they have to get up and use the bathroom. Take a look at this. This is pretty unique too. It kind of matches the kitchen island we saw, right? Kind of like a wood beam going across with lights behind it. Again, they did a lot of things that are very unique in this layout. Storage up top, as I mentioned, this is the residential Whirlpool fridge freezer combo. The freezer side does have your water dispenser as well as an ice maker built right in, which I love. I love having that ice maker there for any of my beverages. Now, when you take a look at the off-camp side slide, we'll see the dinette is a bench seat. So they kind of did both here, right? So you have the bench seat on one side, then the other side is freestanding table and chairs. So again, kind of pulling in that residential trend that we've been seeing, because that is pretty common. That does have a leaf to pop out there if you want a little bit of extra space. And then, of course, moving in a little bit further, as I mentioned earlier, is that theater seating, and that's directly across from a TV. So, folks, I mentioned, you have a ton of seating, right? Sofa here, theater seating. You have the full dinette, plus you have two stools, and this is a great height if you just want to stand around here with a glass of wine and talk about how terrible of a person Victoria is on The Bachelor. You can do that right here, right? You have the capability to do it. Making our way up the steps, we'll move into the bathroom. And I like the bathroom here as well. You know what? Come on in here, Fritz. I'll just kind of show everyone a couple different things. Now, one of the great things about a fifth wheel is most of the time you get some shower height, right? We are up a level. We have plenty of space, especially with that skylight. I'm 6 foot tall. I could be 6'2", still standing here, no problem. I can spin around even with the door closed. I have good space right there. Porcelain bowl. The mirror is backlit, which is nice. Big countertop space, actual tile backsplash in here. Just a beautiful bathroom. And then if we move into the bedroom, if we're able to sneak out there, we can see the bedroom is beautiful too. So you have as you move up front, the TV and the dresser right there, the big bed. That's in a slide out as well. I love the slide out bed. Up front is our wardrobe. Plenty of room there, and once again, you can see the quiet, cool AC. So as you're sleeping, it's not super loud in here. They just do a wonderful job. Now, as I take a step out, one of the things I want to point out, right, is on these steps. So we'll open this up just to kind of show you. But these steps right here, these MORryde step above steps, they're great steps, but a lot of times they are very heavy. Now, what you will notice is I can take my pinky finger and I can lift these steps up with one finger. Folks, it is really that easy because it is strut assisted. So, that's a big deal for a lot of people, because sometimes, if you're get a little bit older, whatever it may be, maybe you had an injury and it's hard to bring those steps up and down, this makes it simple. Plus, you get the big grab handle to make that even easier, so you have full control coming up and down. And of course, aluminum treads with the grip tape on there to make sure that those aren't going to rust out on you. They stay looking nice, and that big grab handle gives you a ton of control. Let's head on up to the front, and then we'll make our way back. So all the way up front here, you get the painted front cap. You can see that, kind of the faux window up front, because remember, we have a wardrobe there, so you certainly don't want a window. It'd be a waste. but it gives that illusion, gives a beautiful look. Huge storage compartment right in the center right there. You know, if you want a generator, you know, there is option for it. Can have one installed in there. You will, is coming back a little bit further, you'll see the auto level system. Folks, that's a big one. We're talking about fifth wheels, right? When you start to move up, you know, a little bit, then the Eagle definitely is, you know, kind of that mid-tier to upper tier fifth wheel. And I absolutely love auto level because you touch a button, it does the rest for you. It really takes out a ton of the setup time, makes life super simple. That way you can kick back, relax, start having a cocktail a little bit sooner. 2 power awnings. You have your main one here, another one on the slide out, so this whole thing has coverage. Of course, you have some speakers out here. Outside kitchen, I love this, especially on what's considered a couple's model. A lot of times to get the outside kitchen, you have to go to a bunk model. Not at all the case here. The outside grill, you have a spot for your beverages, you have 12 volts up top, some additional storage for solo cups or whatever else you want, and the same unit we saw inside, I don't think I highlighted it, but right there is for a Bluetooth Furion speaker. So if you want that speaker, you can bring the party from inside, bring it right out here, vice versa, and you're good to go. Dropping down underneath, Goodyear Tires on here, folks. It's a big deal for a lot of people. And so you know that you have the American tires, you have the MoRide CRE 3000 suspension system in there. It does have the Dexter axles and also the never adjust brakes. Then on the back, this one has a 3,000-pound hitch with a 4-way. So if you want to tow a boat or something behind you, if your state allows it and you're not over the length, you can do so. Or even if you just want to use it for an accessory hitch, you can do that too. Folks, if you're loving this one, you're going to want to text the word RV to 46642 because that will lock in the show pricing. If you like it, maybe want something a little bit different, that is okay. Text the word FRESH to 46642. Let us help you navigate through what's out there for rear kitchens to find the perfect RV for you.